Welcome to Dungeon Damsels! I'm not a very good hype man, guys. So, what happened last time is that you guys decided to get the heck out of Toril. You used Lady Brayden to alter the War Matron's memories, and then paid off the guards, and slipped into the sewers. There's a lot of tension and discord amongst the not the players, the PCs, the parties, in talking about whether or not that was a good idea, or and the possible effects that could have on the party. But regardless, you guys joined up with the Arcane Boys and slipped into the sewers. You ran into some quirky homeless people. You found some drugs.
Heck yeah.
And you were able to peacefully get passage through the homeless encampment by giving them food.
They're so nice. Better way to do it.
And yes. So you guys ended in the homeless encampment, and there were two paths that you could take. Look at the map again. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, there was one that was covered in poison, or had.
Oh yeah, you guys chose to not go that way.
Yeah.
Which is that sounds smart. That sounds smart.
Yeah, you chose to not go that way. Instead, you went through the homeless encampment, and then you went further south. So, you guys follow I'm pretty sure you guys followed Farius and his not map, but schematic. There we go. Schematic, and you followed him further into the tunnels. You guys come to another fork in the road.
Oh my gosh. Forks. But we're having chopsticks. Come on. Let's go.
Hey Farius, does your map say anything about where this path leads? Or which one should we take?
He looks at the map and says, well, the one to the left leads back around, so we should probably go and follow. He points towards the southern path and says, we should follow this one. He kind of rotates the schematic around a couple of times. We're technically following the filtration system, and so we should come out if we follow this. And he points back towards the homeless encampment, and inside there were these pools of water being churned, and then some of the water is filtered out through here, and you guys walked along that path. And then he points to the side of the line, and he goes if I think we're following the filtration system, so if we keep going this direction, we should come to the second filtration pass and be able to get out.
Okay, well, sounds good to me. Do you know how long this path goes on for?
Mm-hmm. No, he wouldn't. He was no. It's there isn't what's the word? Common word. It wasn't scaled. The schematic isn't scaled. It's kind of a rough estimate of it.
Is there any sort of statistic written somewhere saying that it's about how many miles they have in the sewer system?
I think that's what you were talking about.
Yeah,
there wasn't a scale or anything.
Yeah, I was saying this scale. It's not scaled very well, but I imagine if we've been able to get from here to here, it won't take too long to get out, actually.
Good.
Probably under an hour.
Then let's find the most direct path, maybe.
Well, if we follow the schematic, we'll be able to at least get out.
Okay, we just have to not go left.
Yeah. So you guys
Stick together, I believe.
Onward!
You guys go to the southern path. Tread carefully along the slick road pathway. As you're going, it's quiet and dank and dark. You guys hear this slosh of water coming towards you. I need all of you guys to make a dex save.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, what?
A dex save.
Oh, I heard a death save, and I was like, that's extreme water.
Extreme water. It's very toxic.
It's probably a death save for Keyanthi, considering how she is. 12?
Okay, you, alright, that's, what's the rest of them?
I'm feeling pretty good. I rolled a 10.
16.
23.
Wow.
Yay.
Dang.
Dang. Like,
Tarina does like 5 backflips.
yeah, basically.
Well, Keyanthi's job is here, might as well.
Steps out of the way.
Yeah, you hear this, like, water come rushing down, and this, it seems like there's some sort of, like, excess water being flushed through the system, and, Ellie and Narte get drenched in disgusting sewage.
Oh.
I'm even more green.
Oh. Keyanthi wants to help, but she's kind of like feeling bad for them, you know? Keyanthi, can you do that prestidigitation thing?
Yeah, I walk towards Keyanthi and I'm like, you have your magic, can you help get this off? And I'm walking even
Keyanthi
closer.
just recoils a little bit. Like,
I mean, I've seen you clean yourself with the prestidigitation and I'm walking even closer.
oh, please. She'll just throw down the prestidigitation on you. She's not hearing you. She'll just do it automatically.
As they're doing this, I walk over to Narte and I just like slowly take my time to cast prestidigitation on him to make him clean while they're having hygiene.
He has like this mild look of like panic. He's just like, ew. And he looks at.
Calm down. We'll get it off you. Don't worry.
He's just like, thank you. Gosh.
I put my feet towards Keyanthi and I'm like, can you get my socks too? I'm not wearing any.
Oh,
I'm not wearing any shoes. I've just been wearing Randy's socks.
Oh, Keyanthi just goes and like winces a little and just throws out the spell. They twinkle like stars.
All right, so
Glisten with sewage water. No.
it takes like, you know, about 5 minutes of just constant prestidigitation because it's just that rank. You're just, but you guys,
Keyanthi wincing and like, huh? You know.
You guys.
Her soaps in her face.
That's true. You do have that bundle of soap.
Wait, Keyanthi, what does your prestidigitation look like?
What does it look like?
Yeah.
Here, you get to describe it.
It sparkles, baby. Oh, it's got some red sparkles. It's not very strong, because that's the only spell she knows. So, it does what it needs to without much of a fanfare. So it's little twinkle sparkles.
So it's just a bunch of red twinkle sparkles, just
Yeah. Think of like, what's it called? The fairy godmother from Cinderella, except no wand.
Yeah.
It's red, and she's wincing the whole time.
Okay. Move forward. And there's a little conversation here and there. You guys are just kind of, you know, moving along slowly.
I'm talking to...
Tarina, how'd you come to get your powers?
You should know this.
I know, but I mean, like, in more detail. Like, an emotional process.
Desperation and then extreme confusion as I woke up in my own bed.
Huh.
Sorry, for clarification. I desperately needed magic. So I ran into the forest in hopes of something hearing me and helping me in giving me magic, and after running around through the forest for about an hour, I passed out and I woke up in my bed with these 2 rings, and I pointed the rings on my pointer fingers, and these let me do magic.
So, like, do you need the rings particularly, or they just help you control it?
I haven't been able to do any magic without them.
Okay. Interesting.
Narte kind of scoots over to Tarina also, and he says, "Thanks for that help earlier.
No problem.
Listen, I've been thinking about Alana a lot, and I feel really responsible for what happened to her. So if we get out of this, I'm gonna go to the Violet Lands and try to figure out where her family is and contact them. And I know we're not exactly close, but you're welcome to join me if you're interested in doing that."
Yeah, I'd love to join you. She's family. That's one of the most important things to me. Yeah, I would love to help you try to find her.
Awesome. Yeah. As soon as we get out, I'll start. Yeah, good. Glad to have you.
Wonderful.
I've been playing I Spy with Keyanthi, and I'm just like, I spy with my eye something gray.
Is it the wall?
Dang it.
It's a very intense. Do you want to try one more time?
Alright. I look around, I just see, stone sewer wall, other stone sewer wall, sludgy stuff. I spy something wet.
Is it the sludgy stuff?
Darn.
At some point while they're doing this, I want to go over to Luna.
Yeah?
I know we didn't talk a whole lot yesterday, but what specifically did you guys do with the War Matron, since I wasn't there?
Sorry, I remember, I'm just bad with words. Lady Brayden cast Modified Memory on her, and we paid off all of the guards. The significant amount more than they would normally be making.
You specifically altered her memory where that she came to the Brayden house and just didn't find Arcane Elves.
Yeah. I say that.
And then she returned.
Just quick question. Did you guys heal her all the way?
Yeah.
And did you fix the scorch marks on her breastplate and her clothing?
I believe so, yeah. If somebody can do prestidigitation and, clean that sort of stuff off.
And did you clean up all of the guards so that it looked like none of them had gotten hurt?
Yeah. They were all conscious before she was, so we were able to, talk with them one by one and work with them.
Because she got so hurt that she almost died. She got knocked unconscious. If the way that spell works, because I know about that spell, I learned it in my studies, but if the memory that you implant seems too outlandish, then they will just consider it as a dream, and it won't hold. So that's why I was thinking that we should have just killed her, because unless you made it seem as if she woke up the exact same way that she walked in, there's not a guarantee that the spell will hold. That's why I was so concerned.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I would have wanted to kill her too, just to be sure, because, like, I don't like the idea of her staying in power. But, like, no matter what we do, the last place that she went, like, or at least one of the last places she went was the Brayden house, so it's like, even with you being able to make yourself look like her, it'd be really difficult to convince everybody, including the guards, that either the Braydens or we did not kill her. And that would, like, bring something worse on us and them than with this.
Honestly, there's a part of me that thinks that we should just be more willing to just kill people. I mean, Keyanthi, she had a fight with her brother, and her brother would have killed me and kidnapped her and brought her back to her grandfather, which, if you remember, is actually what seems to be a fate worse than death to her. And he went down, and I could have just killed him. He wouldn't have been a problem anymore, but she honestly was a little weak and just decided, no, he has to stay around. He's just gonna keep following her. I don't think she realizes this.
Honestly, I agree with you. Like, it's like, there are times that, like, being merciful is a good thing, but there's also times that it's just not smart to leave somebody alive, because it's like leaving them alive is more dangerous to somebody else, and, like, if you have that opportunity to, like, stop them from killing them, and you just choose not to, out of, like, your own comfort or something, then you kind of have more blood on your hands based on whoever they hurt.
I mean, honestly, my entire life has taught me that if someone doesn't want something from you, then they're not reliable. Like, unless someone wants something for you, they're not going to actually do anything. Like, I don't know how to phrase this, just...
My dad's a politician, and he's been training me in it, so I know what you're talking about.
My father is a politician as well, and my goodness, do I hate him. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be going with Narte to find Adlana. I know Ellie likes me, but she's a child. She loves everyone that's nice to her. I know Keyanthi doesn't like me, and that's fine by me. I don't know whether you like me or not, but honestly, you guys will get along fine without me.
What?
But I'm gonna go look for my aunt.
Okay, wait. First of all, okay, how did this... Did the other two know that Narte's leaving? Want to quickly be aware of that before saying everything else?
I don't know, but I thought you'd want to know, at least, since you seem the smartest of the three.
My father made sure of that, but...
We have in common.
What? You sure you want to leave? Oh, like, right away? I mean, you're kind of the only person who, like, I guess would get me, sort of thing.
I mean, I want to go look for my aunt, and maybe when I find her, I'll try to find you guys. I mean, there's very few things that I have on my to-do list. It's find my aunt and save my brothers, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably, after finding Adlana, I'm probably not going to be strong enough to go toe-to-toe with my dad, and I would love to come back to you guys at some point, but who knows?
Can I talk to you about something? Just promise not to tell Ellie, at least.
Of course not.
I just haven't talked to anybody about this. Like, I kind of really sucked at being a druid when I was younger. Like, really sucked. And my mom never really seemed I guess, all that interested in my trying to do it. Or she just kind of seemed to be telling me what to do, and I just kind of seem to keep falling short of it. And how do I put this? She looks kind of like pensive. I went out to the woods and actually pleaded with the goddess that my mom's druid circle worships to give me power so I wouldn't have to just like keep working at it for him. And I don't know if my mom would accept me as a druid if she knew that sort of thing, or if Ellie would, or because like for most druids it's supposed to just be innate, since like you can just do it because you like nature, you live in the woods or something. But does that make any sense?
I understand completely. I mean, in my family, it was expected that you were a druid. Both of my brothers are druids, and my sister was exiled for not being a druid. My brothers, for the longest time, covered for me and did small little cantrips and first-level spells to convince our father and those around him that I was a druid, and we got really good at it. But one day, someone cornered me alone and found out that I didn't have any powers, and so they decided that the very next day I had to go up in front of basically a council and prove that I could do anything druid related. And that's why I ran into the forest, to try and beg and plead with anything that I could be a druid. And I had powers, and the next day I went in front of this court, and I decided that I was going to cast a spell. It was my first spell. I was so excited. And I hit my father with an Eldritch Blast.
So your friend should be laughing.
No, it's fine. I hate him, but
so does my mother. But
I ended up having to flee, and my brothers are still there, and they sent someone with me to protect me, who was practically a third brother to me, and he's kidnapped and he's in prison because of me. So, I understand. I understand completely having to run to the forest and plead so that you can have your powers. Just be glad that you got to be a druid.
I guess I did get lucky in that regard.
Yeah.
You continue.
Okay, Keyanthi, what gives? This is the 5th time that you won.
I suppose I might have a knack for it, or perhaps you should consider different materials to choose from. You could always pick a certain item on my outfit. She gestures to herself. It's very red, still clean, thankfully, but just having little baubles, different colors, you know. So perhaps you could try some of like more detail, something that's harder to see than walls. Luna overhears this and she's like, I spy with my little eyes something green.
I look around. DM, I'm gonna make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm looking for something green. Oh, this is perfect. I rolled a 14.
14. You look around, like, and then you hold out your hand, you're like, wait, I'm green.
Is it me?
Close. Your jealousy of Keyanthe's success streak.
Oh! Okay.
Darn it, now even Luna has a point.
And as you're walking, Canarius comes over to Ellie and kind of scoots over to her and he's like,
I think you're good at I spy.
Yeah, it's like, I think you're pretty good at I Spy. Do you...
Oh, you think you're pretty good? Alright, I spy something! I look around, making a perception check. I rolled another 14. What do I see in the sewers?
You see... There's, like, this, kind of, like... It's like a, you know that, like, kind of auburn color that you have with some bottles?
Uh-huh.
There's, like, one floating down the little sewage thing. Canal, there we go. So, you could do that, or you could also pick more gray stones.
I spy something glass! I cross my arms, puff up my chest. I look at Knars and see what he's got.
Whose ego are you referring to?
He's just like, I'll make a perception check for him to see if he can... Okay. I think he'd be able to notice that with that. He's like... Is it the bottle?
By the gods and the spirits, and I'm like kicking some rocks and stuff.
Yes. So you guys continue forward, and you come to another fork in the road.
No spoons?
No spoons.
Oh,
Well, I guess it's like, it could be a pair of chopsticks because there's only 2 directions to pick from. So, Various holds up his map and looks at it and says, well, he points to the one north. That one's not on the map, but he points to the one on the south. But this one is on the map. However, this goes south and down, and this goes north, where we want to go.
well, it's the direction we need to go, so those are where we should head.
By down, are you just emphasizing south, or is that like down into the ground?
South.
Okay.
So we want to go to the northeast side. We want to escape through the northeastern side of the city and then make it to the river. And then from there...
Rita probably comes to look at the map herself.
So do both of these paths go in the same direction, or?
So the one that goes south is on his map, and then the one that goes north is not, because he has an old map.
Okay.
Okay.
So like this...
Can we see the end of the one going south, or like where it goes from there?
Yeah. So it goes south. It kind of curves around, and it goes into another large room. It's similar in shape to the room where the hobo group was, and then it kind of comes. And from that there's another tunnel that leads up and out. So like, basically, you could go the long way and it would be assured, or you could go a shorter way, a potentially shorter way.
Well, it depends on where we need to go, so I suppose we might have to try the path that's more unknown.
Yeah, I mean, we do need a...
North.
Right. Wouldn't time be of the essence for us to just try to get out of the city as soon as possible?
Oh, I agree.
Narte's like, I mean, the faster we get out of here, the less time they have to find us.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I'll describe what you hear and see. So the southern path leads down a path with clear water and the faint sound of machinery. And the north is dimly lit. And listening faintly, you can hear like just very distant voices echoing down it.
So wait, is the north one the that's not on the map?
Correct.
Okay, we hear voices from them.
Yeah,
Do
but
they
they're
sound like human, like normal voices, like chattering, or like?
make an investigation check.
Okay.
Because you're pulling logical conclusions from something you
Here, I'll do it too.
Oh, that's a number.
18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. And Keyanthi, did you also want to roll?
I did. I rolled a 15.
Okay, so you both listen and you hear the trickling of water, and you sort of try to can you concentrate to drown that out, and you hear the voices. They sound humanoid, and it's almost like a song. It's like a chant or a song. It's actually kind of pleasant.
Okay, that sounds sketchy. That sounds like it's one thing to have hobos that just kind of hang out down there. It's another thing to have an organized group that we run into that can all say that we were there.
Oh, what?
Also, I don't know why they're down here, but I don't want to know.
And Trini's like, oh, that's fair. I mean,
It's her bard phobia.
most normal people wouldn't gather under, ground in the sewers. So,
I mean, but if we hear
That's where I met my husband. 5 years.
But if we hear machinery coming from the south, then that means they're probably with the city. So
That's a good point too.
So we probably want to avoid them. I mean, we can handle people that are singing.
It's a bad against the people who are singing. Maybe we can try and sneak up and see who's there.
Maybe if we sing with them. Maybe if we sing better than them.
Ellie, how about you and I turn into like rats or something, and we just like one of us casts Pass Without Trace on us, and then we just head on over and just check it out, see what's going on.
That sounds good.
And Farius kind of raises his hand. He's like, if I may, this leads to a filtration system. Just throwing that in there.
What?
The
Where is he pointing?
The southern path leads to another filtration system. So that's probably the machines.
Well, you said that's what we need to follow, right? The filtration will lead to the exit?
Yes, but it potentially is longer. And this is, and the singing path also is shorter, potentially. It does go north, and we technically need to go that direction.
I'm just nervous about it, like going north, but then turning and going some other completely different direction that we just don't see coming.
Yeah, it's true.
I say we go north. Let's put it to a vote.
I say we scout out before we go north, at least.
I mean, I can go ahead. I don't mind.
I'll go with you, just to be sure.
Okay.
Whoosh. I do my beast shape and I turn into a rat.
Alright, I cast Pass Without Trace on us and turn into a rat.
Okay.
And I have a little bit of moss on me.
Hi, this is Tiffany, your DM. Thank you for watching Dungeon Damsels. This is not the end of the session, so please stay tuned for the next part. We update on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're interested in supporting us more, please push the subscribe button, like, or comment. We also have a Patreon, wink wink nudge nudge, and our show is in podcast form. You can find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Podbean, Spotify, and plenty of other podcast platforms. Thanks, we hope to hear from you soon.